Good morning and welcome to the Florida Weather Authority. It is Wednesday. I am meteorologist Tom Sorrells. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Florida Weather Authority. The Florida Weather Authority is me, meteorologist Tom Sorrells, meteorologist Amy Sweezy, and Dr. Rob Eicher. All right, we've got a lot to talk about. We have storms that are building today, a little bit different than what they were doing yesterday. The storms are moving inland. All right, are you heading to Gainesville by chance? Talking to some folks yesterday, getting ready to move the kids in. It's that time of year. It is. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It is. The kids are going back to school. It's great. If you're taking your children or your child up to Gainesville today to get them ready for the weekend and then the beginning of school next week, the hour-by-hour forecast for Gainesville today in Gator Country. By noon, 84. 1 o'clock, 87. The daytime high pushing 90. Right before the rain sets up by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So if you're heading to Gainesville, hopefully you're on the road. You're watching this on the phone because, man, the traffic, let me tell you, traffic up there gets wicked and there's no place to park. Not speaking from experience. Yes, I am. Anyway, enjoy the day if you're moving your kids in. All right, big news in the tropics. All is good. Still good. We talked about this yesterday. This is Big Tom's favorite graphic this time of year. No tropical activity expected the next 7 days. And yet, so much to talk about in the tropics. Let me show you what I mean. Gulf of Mexico looks great. Things will be a little bit different today as far as the pattern of moisture coming into Central Florida and the Panhandle and all the way down to South Florida. You see a lingering trough, if you will, cranking up there around Georgia, but beginning to move out of the way. We're coming under the influence now of high pressure off the East Coast. Let's talk about waves first. This one. Wow, you look at that. If you don't know what you're looking at, you go, oh my gosh, what could that? No, chill. That's nothing. All this stuff in here, that's basically nothing. It's going to roll its way into the Yucatan here. This one's going to come this way and die out. And these over here, back out there off the coast of Africa, that is what I want you to look at right now on this satellite imagery. All of this coming together will start to produce maybe a chance of something developing. Again, not in the next 7 days, but as meteorologists want to do, we like to look at the models. Here's the DeepMind Google model, the track of that big trough, that big wave out there in the Atlantic. Google DeepMind is a crushing AI model that has just blown things out of the water in the last couple of years. And now the latest model run from them does bring this thing across the Atlantic, plays with the Lesser Antilles, goes north of there, and then possibly becomes a hurricane about a week and a half from now. So we will keep you posted on what's going on with that, but it does not appear to be a threat to Florida. Yes, which is what we all want to hear. All right. On to satellite imagery here. This is the water vapor loop, and all of this yellow and all of that blue, that is dry air that's mixed in on the backside of this low, cranking, still cranking up there, upper level low on top of Georgia, East Tennessee, parts of Alabama, and pushing that dry air down into the Gulf. All of this moisture here coming in from the Gulf was streaming our way yesterday. But here's the difference. All of this begins to lift north today. And you see these explosive thunderstorms here. That is evidence that they're edging closer to the coast. The East Coast sea breeze will kick in today. It did yesterday. It kicked in, but it didn't make it to Orlando. West Coast sea breeze was dominant yesterday, blew through, and all of the big rain popped on the east. We'll talk more about the rain pattern in just one moment. For now, let's talk about this big wave again. This is the one we think could develop into something in the Atlantic. No threat to Florida as far as we can tell right now, but still something to talk about, a wave that could build. All of this is dry, Saharan dust. We talked about this yesterday. Meteorologist Amy Sweezy will talk about it again tomorrow. All of this is dry air putting the kibosh on development. For now, that will change if this thing gets its act together. In the meantime, a lot of warm water for it to march across. Cool water here, but where it's located here, it's going to hit that track, hit that hot water, and boom, zip up to the north. Excuse me, water's still on fire in the Caribbean. I mean, that's super hot. That water has not been worked over. It has not been used up, not been shaken, not been stirred up by a big storm. So this water is super warm. The Gulf Loop is still super warm. So we're primed. Temperatures in the water, look at this. Nassau, 86 degrees, 85.1 in the Tampa zone. Look at Key West. Wowza. Almost 88-degree ocean water there in Key West. Come on now. That's hot. That is fuel for the fire should a system roll through there. In the meantime, raining this morning in Charleston, or just north of Charleston, all the way up to Myrtle. Raining across the interior here through Iowa. But close to home, these showers have not reached the inland areas. They are on the coast. Cedar Key may be picking up a little bit of rain right now. East Coast sea breeze will kick in. We're only marginal for severe, kind of like yesterday. A warning or two can't be ruled out. Wind speeds could get to 50 pretty easily. But as far as big, widespread, awesome thunderstorms, I don't think that's in the offing at all today, unless you're somewhere else, like out here in Iowa, Missouri, Illinois. Those zones are going to get some big rain. Missouri, under the bullseye right there. But here at home, not so much. This is a look back to yesterday when I was talking about the modeling showing the rain on the east side of the peninsula of Florida, all the way down with the bullseye over Osceola and Brevard. That pretty well verified, but watch the difference today. This is the model run. The way you see things going today, watch that push. Watch it happen. Watch it go inland. East Coast sea breeze a little dominant today because the Bermuda high is building in. We're going to get more of a push that way. So the rain chances build across the interior by the afternoon and drift to the north, northwest, including Gainesville, as I mentioned earlier, and even all the way up close to the state line. All right, let's check out the 7-day forecast very fast here. We hit a daytime high yesterday of 90 before the rain took over. I think the scattered showers start by about 2:30 or 3 today. We hit that 90 at 2:50 yesterday afternoon. So it's going to be a race at OIA to see, can we get to 90 before the rain sets up? So I'm going with a high of 89 at OIA. Let's see how we do. Thursday, 91. Friday, 89. More rain chances build for Saturday, Sunday, and even Monday. In the 7-day forecast, the normal daytime high this time of year is 92. Yesterday, we were 2 degrees below that with a daytime high of 90. I'm meteorologist Tom Sorrells. Thank you for watching the Florida Weather Authority. Meteorologist Amy Sweezy will be in tomorrow with an update on the drought, and I will see you soon right here on the Florida Weather Authority. Bye now.